Hey everybody, Ken Birdsall here at Sunnyside Chevrolet. I want to give you a little bit more in-depth look at the new 2018 Chevy Bolt. That's with a B, all electric, not like the Volt. If you want a little bit quicker walk around, check out that video in the top right hand corner, that link there. This one, we're going to go a little bit more in depth. So they just came out with this in 2017. They were extremely hard to find. And now they're a little bit easier. It's got the longest range of any all-electric vehicle, 238 miles. It can actually do longer than that, so we're going to see inside here in a little bit. It depends on your driving, your habits. There's some things Chevy put in here that I really like that really help extend that range. Now, this is a Premier. This is the top of the line. This has everything you can get. I like these 17-inch rims. I don't have an LT here to show you. These just have a nicer look to them. Nice thing on the Premier, you get your turn signal indicators are integrated. You have some more chrome accents around. You also get those roof rack side rails. The LT does not have those. You get not just body color, but with the chrome accent in the handle, with the passive keyless entry there. And this back part, this reminds me, if you've looked at the new GMC Terrain, that is where they stole that from. Now, being on the Premier, it gets rear cross traffic alert. It gets the backup camera standard now, but rear cross traffic alert, rear park assist, lane departure warning. Side blind zone alert. Lane change alert with side blind zone alert. That comes on the Premier. The LT is optional with that confidence package. This one, again, Premier, comes with its standard blacked out bow ties. Now I'm going to check out down here. So you see there's two mirrors. One's for your backup camera, and the other one is for your rear vision camera, which I'm going to show you inside. They started that on the Traverse. Really like this thing. This thing's pretty sweet. So it has a false floor too underneath. This one comes with an extra portable charger. Rear seats are 60-40 split. This is kind of nice. It's very flexible. Can be removed if you need to put taller stuff in there. It does. I know this is okay. So check this out. There's a window sticker. All of this stuff comes standard on the Premier. So a Premier with nothing extra starts about $41,000. These things are extra. This is before rebates, discounts, anything that a dealership is doing or that you may qualify for. So that's just a starting MSRP. But dark galvanized gray interior. These seats, again, they fold down really easy actually, and they fold really flat. Lots of legroom to this back. And it's a flat floor, so the person sitting in the middle doesn't have to deal with a hump there. Part of the infotainment package gives you Bose speakers, and it also gives you these USB ports here. And on the Premier, you get a center armrest like this. It's a 5-passenger. Check out the front dash from here. All kinds of good stuff here. Alright, come up here. Again, you have your side blind zone alert with lane change alert. That's just in this, it's like side blind zone alert on steroids. Looks back further for you for your safety. Power locks, windows, mirrors, that's all standard LT or Premier. Again, your Bose speakers. Now, my thought on this, you still get manual adjusting seats on the Premier. Don't know why Chevy did this. I'm not really a fan of that. So go ahead and comment away, but it's power adjust or manual adjusting, forwards, backwards, up and down, and your backrest. And the passenger side moves forward, backwards, and your backrest. And that's all it does. So leather appointed seats. If you go with the LT, you get cloth. couple different color options. I mean, it's not bad. I've had some people that have looked at these and said, hey, this is cheap plastic, it's not a whole lot of cushion, you sit down on it. I get it, it's just what GM's doing at this time. I'm not one of the engineers, but this is the interior. Taking a look at automatic light control. I'm gonna go ahead and close this up. And yes, it is an electric car, but you still gotta start it. Doesn't want to run your battery all the time, so you hold in the brake, press that button, or you can remote start, same way you would on any other vehicle. Steering wheel is tilt and telescopic. Now I want to show you guys around back here. This paddle right here is your regen on demand. So that's part of, okay, check this out. So it's a 238 mile range, maximum 256. It's all based on your recent driving habits, if you will. So if you've been hard acceleration, if you've got it down in sport mode, you can turn that on. Just gives you a little bit more torque, a little bit more acceleration there. If you go that route, obviously it's going to change. And as you change each thing, didn't really change for sport mode, but let's say I turn the AC on. Or if I turn the heat on even. Okay, call me a liar. Did the other day. It'll actually fluctuate depending on how you run all of your different settings. Air conditioner, heater. If you precondition the cabin, the remote start, obviously that's gonna take away from your overall range. Now you can change the screen. This is pretty cool. So you use this just like you would on any other GM vehicle. You can show tire pressure, oil light. Well, not oil light, but tire pressure. You can look at all kinds of different things there. Now actually even here you can change the look. There's 3 different looks of this. And that's under layout here. So we were on enhanced, there's classic, there's modern, and enhanced. I like enhanced. You get to see a little bit more of that regen action taking place for you. But you can show everything just like on the normal ones: audio, phone, OnStar, nav, all kinds of different stuff you can look at. Nice. Again, this is an 8-inch screen that is not touch screen. This one is the 10.2 that is touchscreen. Now this is really cool. There's so much to this screen that I'm going to try not to overwhelm you guys here, but you can edit it. You can do different layouts. There's a standard layout. Eco layout gives you more feedback about your driving, and your family layout gives you more like phone connections, schedule, stuff like that. You can have it there, or you can do a custom layout and have it show whatever you want it to. All right, so this one is your standard layout. So it'll show you some feedback from your driving, your radio, Bluetooth, and the clock. There we go. Now we're gonna hit this button up here. These 4 dots gives you what you would typically see on your MyLink radio. Audio, you get Sirius XM built in. You still have the 4G Wi-Fi hotspot up here that shows you. And projection for Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. That's on the LT and the Premier. And different settings. I like the camera. I always like to show you this. So that's the front. We talked about that rear. And that'll turn as I turn the steering wheel as well. You can see your bumper across the bottom. You have that 360 bird's eye view, panoramic view. Takes your backup camera, a camera that's in the front grille up in the front, and then one camera under each of your side mirrors, and it meshes together to make that image. All right. Or you can just do your music from that top. So there's lots of cool stuff. Now, if I go into energy down here, it'll show you different things you can actually watch. This is your battery. It's 60 kilowatt hour lithium battery, rechargeable battery. Has an 8-year 100,000 mile powertrain or warranty to that battery. You still have your 5-year 60,000 on your engine, which is an electric engine, which you can see up front in the picture, and you have 3-year 36,000 mile bumper to bumper. But as you're driving, you'll actually see energy flowing in or out depending on how you're driving. That regen paddle back here, it'll actually help slow you down, it can bring you to a complete stop. But again, you still want to use your brake if you need to, in case of an emergency. But that is a good way to slow down, and it'll pull energy back into the battery and extend your range even further. So we're going to go back over here. Charging, you can set this to different charging methods, times, depending on what your setup is at home. You can do the 120, you can have a 240 installed at home. You can also do the DC fast charge. Again, make sure that the one you're getting has DC fast charge added. On an invoice, it is an extra charge. It is not a standard feature on the LT or the Premier. I'm going to show you that in a little bit. We have one here at Sunnyside Chevrolet. Gives you 90 miles of travel on a half-hour charge. So pretty quick. And we had this one on it the other day. Went from, it was a little bit of charge to it, went to a full charge in about 2 hours. So pretty fast. I like this one. This gives you a lot of feedback on your driving. There's typically bars here. This one only has 3 miles on it right now, so it won't show everything, but you would see bars in 5-mile increments over the last 50 miles about your efficiency. How are you driving? What's using up your the power the most? Is it your climate controls, like your heating and your air conditioning? Is it your technique of driving? Is it the terrain? Are you going up and down hills a lot? Is it outside? Is it really hot or really cold? One of my friends here at the dealership has a Volt, and he said he's seen as much as a 40% decrease when we get down to like those single-digit temperatures here in Northeast Ohio. So a lot of things can affect it, but you're getting a feedback on it. I really like that. In your energy settings, you can change different things to help customize. There's so much to customize. You wouldn't think, because we're so used to gas engines, you wouldn't think, hey, I can change, when things come on and how strong they are, because it's all going to pull from your electric, and that's going to affect your range. You have heated seats. Everything's touchscreen on here. Heat and AC. This is kind of a unique thing. So you turn heat and AC on, and then you adjust the temperature, as you see here. And it will do heat or AC, either one. You don't have separate buttons for them, which is pretty cool. Hazards, again, sport mode, traction control. As we come down here, the center console. I like how open this is down here. I mean, that's all the way down to my foot. Okay. 2 cup holders, electronic shifting. This is really cool. So in order to put it into reverse, you'll push in this button here, press forward and back, and then it puts you on your backup camera. If you want to go into neutral, you would just push in that button and push forward. If you're going to go into drive, pushing that button, push back. And there's one pedal driving as well. So we talked about, and again, to get to that, you just press it down one more time. To go to park, just tap P, and it goes into park. That one pedal driving does the same thing as your regen paddle, but it just does it by whenever you let off the accelerator, automatically starts braking for you. It's pretty cool. It gives you a little bit easier driving. Coming back over to the steering wheel, I know we skipped some things. There's a leather wrap steering wheel. That's nice on the Premier. Cruise control, standard on LT and Premier. Following distance indicator is pretty cool. Lets you say, judge that distance that it's going to keep in front of you. It runs off of a camera back here behind your rear view camera, facing forward, looking out, and it will kind of detect other vehicles in front of you. That's part of your low speed automatic braking. That's all part of that Confidence Package 2 that's only available on the Premier. It gives you your Intellibeam headlamps there, lane keep assist, lane departure warning. You can turn it on and off there, heated steering wheel, all kinds of good stuff. On the back side of here, you have your volume control buttons, windshield wipers over here, and your headlamps over here on the left. So there's lots of good stuff there. Bose speakers, that's all part of, now here, I want to actually sidetrack for a second here. You can take a look, it almost has a Kevlar look. It's just plastic though, all the way around, just plastic. for a $40,000 vehicle, I was a little disappointed. I know a lot of you will be too, but it's still a good looking vehicle. They put that texture in there to really help it not look so cheap. So I'll give them that. Now on the Premier, this is really cool. You've seen this on the Traverse if you've been watching my videos. When I flip this switch here, it actually switches the back. So it just looks like a normal camera. If you've got big head sitting behind you, or you got something blocking your view, you got a lot of cargo, that's where that other camera that was in the back on the outside that we looked at earlier changes to this. This is an auto dimming mirror as well. All of your OnStar controls, dome light controls. I was a little disappointed on this too, no lights on the vanity mirrors, but again, what are you gonna do? USB charging ports, wireless charging, that's also part of your infotainment package as well. Center console goes pretty deep, actually. All right, not too impressive, but I'm going to show you guys the engine here in just a second. All right, so here's the electric engine here. Looks a little bit more intimidating than a normal gas engine because of what we're used to, but it's hooked to that 60 kilowatt lithium battery, 200 horsepower sitting in this thing, 266 pound-feet of torque. It'll go 0 to 60 in 6.5 seconds. I want you guys to check out too. Told you I'd show you this. This is where you're going to charge. So it's nice, it's kind of convenient right up by the driver's side. This is that DC fast charge extension, so you want to make sure that it has it. That's where you're going to tell if you're just looking at one and want to see, does it have it? It's right there. Alright, a couple things I forgot to mention. It does have heated outboard seating in the back. For your back passengers, that's only on the Premier. It is equipped with 10 airbags, including knee airbags to keep you and your family safe. Again, this one's here at Sunnyside Chevrolet in Northeast Ohio. If you want to come see it, give me a call at 440-365-7311. Subscribe to my channel, share this video. Hopefully you found it helpful. Give me some feedback. You guys have a great day.